And greetings everyone. The sacrifice quest has finally dropped, and by now everybody, almost everybody, has their Excalibur Umbra, as well as the new Nikana sword, Skiajati. So, this is the Skiajati that Excalibur is holding. We are doing an endgame build with zero Forma, and let's just get straight into testing. Let me show you what this thing can do. We're gonna start off with level 50 enemies, 8 corruptible bards, so we have heavily armored units. Level 50 is usually the level maximum that most of people will play. Most of the nodes on a solar map will not go above this level. So let's just see, without using any powers, what this sword can do. Yep, he's got no issues with level 50 enemies. Alright, let's crank it up a notch. Let's go straight up to level 100. Since that was no challenge at all, let's see if we can push the limit here a little. So level 100, most of people will not play this level unless you play Sorted. Sorted 3 usually goes up to level 100 and you're not going to get 8 corruptible bards, but let's see how it does. Level 100, corruptible bard. And right here you see a special power of this Nikata. If you cause finisher damage, you will go invisible for 6 seconds, and we'll go more into that in a moment. But yeah, those were level 100 corruptible bards. No issues there either. Let's go max. Maximum possible in Simulacrum is 155. Let's do that. 8 corruptible bards at level 155. Let's see how this sword holds up. Still using absolutely no powers from the Warframe, just the sword. Kinda ran away there for a moment. We'll get it, no worries. You are seeing the special ability activate numerous times there. Oh, there's still one that was hiding. There we go. Level 155, Corrupted Bombards. Dispatched with no issues. Now, you might be saying, yeah, of course. They're all paused, right? It's an optimal situation. You can aim, you can do whatever, they're not fighting back. So, let's do this. We'll unpause level 55 enemies, simulate 8 155 level corrupted bombards, but we will of course use Excalibur's Ready Blind now to open him for finishers, and let's see how it does now. So, what's that? You one-shotted every single level 155 corrupted bombard? We done it faster than when AI was paused? Absolutely. That is because of the Excalibur build, but it's also because of Skiajati build, and we'll go into that right now. How do you one-shot level 155 heavy bombards like that? And this is the build. As I said, zero Forma. We left the prime mods that you get with Skiajati exactly where they were. We didn't rank them up. This is exactly how it is delivered to us. We built for status. Every dual status mod is here. We are using Corrosive Blast combination. Corrosive to strip away armor, obviously for heavy units, and Blast for CC because, well, heavy units can one-shot you. So we want to make sure they're on the ground as much as possible. Condition Overload, we're using that obviously for damage scaling. And Prime Fury, this will increase the speed of finisher attack. Cannot use Berserk, it will not increase the speed of finisher moves. Prime Fury or regular Fury, they both will. So what happens here? When we open them up for finishers, Nikanas have a special ability, this is for all Nikanas, not just Skiajati, that front attack finisher damage is multiplied by 16 times. That's 16, 1-6. Also, we are using Radio Blind with an augment that gives us plus 300% finisher damage. At this point, we are doing 48 times multiplier finisher damage on every attack, and that is without, steel charge or anything else like that added on top of it. So, you're also wondering, is this build only for going invisible and killing enemies? You don't want to be really going invisible and radio blinding everybody. So let's see how this does with trash mobs. Let's get something that can swarm us. Let's clear this first. Here we'll get 10 corrupted butchers at level 155 and see how this does when they're not paused. Just the sword with corrosive blast bill. So you don't have to radio blind trash mobs. The sword gets rid of them, just right down, murders all of them, chops them in half. Okay, this is like pile of wood, not bodies left. This is fantastic. So you can fight trash mobs with this, and then once corrupted heavy gunners or any heavy mobs come in, then you can radio blind and do the finishing moves. Now, of course, this is Excalibur's power. This Nikana is custom made for Excalibur Umbra, so it works the best with Excalibur's radio blind build with the radiant finish augment. However, it is a endgame build for also other melee frames. So let's say Inaros, very tanky frame. We have 2 Arcane Guardians on him and nothing else. And let's see how he does. We're of course going to use Inaros his 1, so we can open him up for finisher. And we'll get, clear this, we'll get our bombards back. Get 8 of them again. We are not going to pause them, this is going to be straight out fight. They just simulate, and we'll go with our super tanky Inaros and see what we can do here. Using the 1, go invisible again, invisible again. Also, every one of those hits gives us a lifesteal. That's the Inaros' power 1, so even if we get hit, we are going to end up getting a little bit of energy back because we are running this build with rage. And lifesteal is going to give us whatever damage we receive back. You can see in thousands. There's our Arcane Guardian getting activated, actively tripling our hit points. These are level 155 corrupted bombards. And whatever Inaros couldn't do before, now he can, because he's invisible. Many times you would want to put 1 Arcane Trickery and 1 Arcane Guardian, sacrificing a little bit of tankiness for that invisibility to remove aggro. Now, build in Arcane Guardian in Skiajati. Awesome. Of course, Inaros is very tanky, and this is custom build for Excalibur, so let's see if this endgame build works on a squishier frame, such as WARFRAME. He's also a very good melee frame. However, we are using his Shuriken build, so he can strip away armor. When you have armor stripping, you're running with 4 CP, or you have a Kavad that strips multiple armor. You can just do this from Corrosive Blast, switch it to Viral Radiation, because you will take care of armor anyways. That's it. Just switch those 2. You can rage them in such a way that you remember which 2 to switch, and you can easily go from Viral Radiation to Corrosive Blast anytime you want. Okay, so what we've done so far, we tried it with Excalibur Umbra. So Skiajati is custom built for the frame, and of course we use Inaros, very tanky and good melee frame. So let's now try it with another good melee frame, Ash, and see if it stands up high level content. We're going to simulate 5 bombards. Make Ash invisible, of course. Otherwise, he's just going to become bombard rocket smoke in a second. Okay, sometimes bombards, when they have radiation, they'll start shooting at each other a lot. Just get out of their way. Let them kill each other. Or, well, at least damage each other. Just pick off the one on the end. There you go. Level 155 Corrupted Bombards using Skiajati. Now, mind you, this is not going to be as powerful as some custom Zo you have built specifically, for Endgame, but considering it is a quest weapon with a special ability that can be used in multiple ways, this is fantastic. Now, also, it works on trash mobs, it works on high-level enemies, combos well with powers that blind or stun enemies into finisher damage, and all for zero Forma. As a matter of fact, the first build that I showed, it was zero build Umbra Excalibur using a zero Forma build Skiajati. So, considering that you can do this with zero Forma, this is very good. Now, if you're using lower level content, you don't do level 100, Drifting Contact over here instead of Prime Fury is going to serve you well. Status is going to be 100, make sure you turn this to Corrosive Radiation. Also, we know that sometimes you need scaling damage. Let me show you this as well. You can drop in Blood Rush here if you're using something like Focus Naramon, so your combo does not lower too much. This is going to give you a bit of a scale damage if you need that as well. And if they end up nerfing range, Prime Reach, I do not have a max Prime Reach, but you can see over here that there is enough left to max Prime Reach. So all for zero Forma. And if you do want to put Forma, you just put one of the Madurite polarities for condition overload. You will open up 7, and those 7 you can do the prime mods here and here, and it's just going to be stronger with higher crit. Now, just to go over the Blind Justice combos that need to be used with some of these builds, this works only with Blind Justice. Zato's Creed, for example, this is just basically spamming your melee button. Third hit hits 360 degrees around, so your blast is going to activate if you're getting swarmed by trash mobs or even some higher level mobs, so they're all going to drop and remove aggro from you. Healing Call, this one just press 1 melee then whole block and you can just button mash into these other ones. The last hit is a ground slam that's going to drop everybody, so if you have some tougher mobs, this is also going to make sure that you don't drop as well, because you kind of jump and drop down. Now, Guiding Light is very good if you're in a hallway, because after the pause, this hit, number 3, hits 5 times at once. It's going to proc a whole bunch of stuff, it's going to hit lots of them and just destroy them. Do not use Destiny's Path, holding this takes a bit too long, and you're probably going to get one shot if you're doing higher content. This does not work with any other stances, Blind Justice only. It is because we are doing status build, and because we want to CC enemy, and Blind Justice is doing a very good job with that. Now, this slot over here, as I said, Prime Fury, it will speed up the animation of finishers. It is one of the few things that will do that. Berserker does not do it. Quickening does, regular Fury does as well. But if you don't have Prime Fury, it's perfectly fine. Fury here, or as I said, Drifting Contact is all good as well. Okay, and that is Skiajati, Endgame Zero Forma build, shown on 3 different frames. You can just comment below on the video what you thought of this video, what did you think of the build. If you would like to see next Excalibur Umbra build that was going with this, or did you want to see anything else, also make sure you visit us on twitch.tv/neospang for live broadcast and sign up for Twitter. You will see a link below so you don't miss out on any platinum giveaways or Steam card giveaways. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon on stream.